Bees. To most, these sometimes furry, other times shaved cuties are the universal pollinators and bringers of life. But to the rare few red-pilled individuals like myself, bees are a plague of terror. Yeah, they make life on Earth possible through pollination of our worldly crops, but you gotta admit, those little buggers are creeps, right? Buzzing around your business like a mother asking you when you're gonna man up and propose to your boyfriend at the Bean. Maybe they're burrowed deep in your can of Dr. Thunder soda, great value style, like your mother searching every nook and cranny for more vials of your urine you have stashed around your room for obvious science experiments, or stinging your eyeballs before swim class, making goggles an impossible accessory, just like a certain mother stung my sight when she deep-throated an entire semi-truck. For those that are confused, Kirby is my mommy. But what happens when one of these black and yellow striped beasts of burden stabs your sister into the violent rushing rapids of Japan? Simple. Nothing. She's one with the sea now, the fresh-watered, stream-lengthed sea. Just like me, I'm made of seawater, but not fresh, though. I'm stagnant and stale like the bog I was birthed in.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speakin' Sentai. Oh, yes, guys, like me named James is. It's James. Oh, my God. I want to introduce my co-host right now. I don't have a thing up front. I was going to talk about a ring light, but I don't know what I could do that. Ring light, more like a ringworm. That's what I got. But when you shine a light on the worms in your anal cavity, they start squeeping out. Squeep, squeep, squeep. Did you think you'd get an anal thing right up front? Guess what? Expect it, and then your expectations are either met or you're pleasantly surprised. There's no worms coming out of cavities this episode, but in this one, ooh baby, it's as if I'm a little Kit Kat and I'm walking the streets, shaking my butt around, but worms are just falling out. I'm still sexy though, 'cause I'm Tomcat, and my co-host is the brick, the nickel, Nicole.
I already want to leave.
Well, don't. And what you should be, if you want to leave, get excited about it and talk at a volume that can be heard. Yes, please?
Maybe I'll do that when you stop talking about fucking gross shit.
Okay, then what's a thing that isn't gross that maybe happened in your week? Watching Priest? That was good.
Yeah, but mainly watching Blade 3.
Oh, yeah. Let's get has our guest list watched Blade 3?
I don't know.
Multiple times.
Okay, hey, guys.
I actually read the novelization of that book as well.
Whoa.
Or of the movie.
I want to know, does the novelization include describing why Wesley Snipes has an erection in one scene?
No, and I must have forgotten about that part.
Oh, it is aggressive. You know him from Hit It and Crit It and many episodes of this show. It's Joseph.
Hey, how's it going?
Ooh. Blade 3, Nicole, thoughts?
It's a close-up, too. It's not like, oh, that was his pants folded weird. It's like, no, it's a close-up on his crotch. They did it on purpose.
We will post this on Twitter.
I'm so confused.
When this is released. Joseph.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Because I sent it to Shelby.
Dear God, it's a tent.
Yeah.
It's there's no mistaking that. That's a dick.
So I was very high while watching it.
Wild.
And Nicole left the room. And when she came back, I was like, Nicole, I had to pause it. I don't know if I really saw this. So we played it again. And I did it a little far back. It's the interrogation scene.
Yeah.
And when Ryan Reynolds is introduced and gets the stuff in his mouth, and then it felt like they were going to reference it of like, hey, this new serum that makes you not like blood makes your blood start pumping aggressively, and that's why you might have an erection. But no, it's never brought up ever again.
I don't remember exactly the chain of events but I think it has something to do with the main dude who... Fuck, what are they doing?
Vampire stuff?
That's like...
vampires and their vampire stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like a twist that he's working with the vampires or is a vampire.
Oh, his coach?
Or there's a familiar in the bunch.
Oh, okay, right.
What are they doing? And they need him for like experiments or something?
They're trying to make it so... No, because that was the second movie where they needed his blood to be
the third one was
daywalkers.
Dracula, right?
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. He just has
a boner. I don't
boner.
remember, but the guy that I'm talking about says shit about like you can't avoid drinking human blood forever, whatever. You're missing out on all these great things, and being horny is like one of them.
Okay, all right. You ever drink blood?
And then don't they like
not on purpose
force him to like drink human blood or something?
I don't remember that.
And then
I
he has
haven't
a boner.
seen this movie since it came out in 2006.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of years since I've seen this movie.
All I know is Blade 1, good movie. Blade 2, bad, boring movie. Blade 3, bad, fun movie.
Okay,
No.
I haven't seen 2, but yeah.
Don't.
And I was like, hey, maybe let's just watch Priest because it's better than both sequels.
Oh, yeah, and Priest is so good,
and it's
guys.
weird that no one talks about it.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's a movie that came out in
vampire movie.
2011, based off from a Korean comic, and watch it. It's good. It's also only 87 minutes. That is including credits and intro stuff.
Damn.
So it's a quick movie. It does not hold your hand. It's like, nope, you need to believe what is going on because we are moving ahead.
But it also, like, the thing that I like about it, as opposed to, like, Blade, for example, is they really, like, dig into the fact that, like, this is a sort of, like, dystopian world. Mm-hmm. And so all these... It's easier to like buy into what's happening because it's like not trying to be like, oh, this is modern day.
In Blade 3,
you can just be like, yeah, okay, that probably exists in this universe.
When the police are like, we've been hunting down Blade forever. And it's like, what? You guys know about Blade? I thought you just found out about him. Then the just normal police come into Blade a little layer and they're like, we're gonna get you, Blade. I was baffled. I'm like, they just jumped so hard into the real world.
Well, and they were like tailing him, and I'm like, there's no way they wouldn't notice that.
He was
set up about killing that dude.
Yes, but then they're like, well, we know all about you, Blade. We've been trailing you for even longer. It's all confusing.
Wait, but I thought that cop was a familiar.
No, that cop's not.
Oh.
The like cop who's Dexter's daddy from Dexter.
Yeah.
I believe he's in this one. He's not a vampire and doesn't know about vampires, but the other people, they're familiars.
Okay.
You got to have a familiar on the inside because at first I was like,
great Blade podcast.
Yeah, guys.
Watch Priest.
Yeah, watch Priest, skip Blade 2, get high and watch Blade 3.
Or be like 13 and watch it. Because when I was 13, it was pretty rad.
All right.
Well, yeah, I also was like
as
if
a
I
teenager,
watched
it
this
was
like
sick.
10 years ago, I probably would have loved it.
Yeah. I'm sure if I watched it today sober, I'd be like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Because Nicole was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least it wasn't like, hey, let's watch Dr. Alien that I recommended. Nicole said, we need to watch Blade 3. And I'm like, well, I'm going to get high to do that. Instead of, hey, Nicole, I'm going to be high and watch Dr. Alien. And you kind of have to, I'm not going to watch that movie again until we do it for This Existed. Because, ooh, baby, Dr. Alien.
But you just said we would have.
Huh?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a yawning person.
I'm a yawner.
Haven't you watched that movie already?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nicole, you're going into semantics of things that I don't remember saying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't hold it against him if he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, seriously, like 2 days ago, I don't even remember what I was doing. James was high and he goes like almost to himself, like sort of like mumbling it. So I wasn't paying attention. He goes, I'm a fetal pig. Deal with it, you fucks. And I turned around and I was like, what did you just say? I was like, what does that have to do with anything? And he was like, wait, what did I say?
Immediate memory loss.
And then Nicole's like, I'm not repeating it. I was like, did I say something to offend you?
Well, because I was like, oh, yes, perfect opportunity to fuck with you.
I didn't enjoy it at all. But yeah, and then I had to message it to myself. It was during Blade 3, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, I thought it was in relation to that movie.
I don't think so.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed Blade 3 talk. So let's get into Fiveman. Today we watched episode 22, I believe, called The Handsome Youth.
Shining, handsome young man.
Okay, hell yeah. Was he? This episode is baffling because
he wasn't shining.
He's the titular character in this.
I don't think they gave him a name.
They didn't. Also, Nicole has asked this before with other people of like, hey, are we going to see that person again? It seems like, hey, you want to know what? You'll see him again. I had to double check. This person is in one episode. They are not named. And she does not react how anyone would react when last I remember I was fighting an evil queen bee. And then all of a sudden, I woke up in a stranger's bed.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh, you're doing science experiments. That's rad.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
As if they've known each other forever.
Yeah. And I had written down, Joe, this is a stranger, just in case Joe was like, so who is this character? Like,
Right,
It's like her friend, right?
No, stranger.
Yeah, no, I caught on to that. Yeah, it was a little weird.
Like there should have been a scene of him like, oh my God, she's there in the ocean.
I think watching this, and sometimes some TV shows like this, I'll watch them and it'll be like edited and it'll be cut. And I'm like, I think we missed something. Like the end of the episode was like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was an incredibly quick transition from point A to point D. And what the fuck? Like, okay, all right, we're just rolling with it, I guess.
Like, I appreciate seeing a very, very sweaty woman. You could have cut some of those close-ups and long shots of just a sweaty, bloodied woman. I don't quite like the bloodied part, but a sweaty woman, ooh, baby. Cut that stuff out and show just, hey, you could even, it's
Combine
underwater.
the two, yeah.
Yes, you could be like, well, is she wet or is she sweaty? She's there on a shoreline. Oh, I'm going to bring her in.
Yeah.
Have her ask, hey, where am I? Who are you?
They were like, we don't have time for this. This character's only in this episode. We don't have time for introductions and shit.
They're like, this isn't oh man, what's her name? Who's the other twin?
Remy?
Remy, yes. It's not a Remy episode, so we are not going to dive into anything going on. Because they love the twins. Every other character feels like throwaways.
Yeah. So they're teachers?
Yes.
Because that didn't come up at all.
Yeah, a lot of the time it doesn't come up. Oh, and speaking of which, hey, Fiveman, initial thoughts, Joseph.
Oh, I liked it. It brought back a lot of the nostalgia of the Power Rangers series that I watched as a child, which I think was the original one.
Mighty Morphin.
Which includes like the movie, because everyone my age has seen that movie, whether they want to or not. It's always playing on everything. And then, what was the space one?
In Space or Lost Galaxy?
The first one.
Okay.
Like the first space one, because I was like there when it dropped. And something about their like mech are the vehicles that, like in the intro, the vehicles, that those designs look like they were used in the Power Rangers series or something very similar.
It would have been similar because...
Yeah, like the ambulance one looks... that really struck... I was like, I know this thing from somewhere.
Which would have been Turbo.
Maybe, yeah, I think maybe that's it, yeah.
Or Lightspeed Rescue might have had ambulance.
Yeah, but I just remember that I was like, I've seen that ambulance before. And I've obviously never seen this before, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. This is actually a series... Unlike the other one that we watched, the car one, Car Ranger. This one I feel like I could actually watch, which sounds weird.
Oh, no, I get that.
Like, it doesn't seem as hokey.
I was going to say, Car Ranger is intentionally hokey.
Yeah, and this seems very much more like, it's missing stuff, but it seems like a followable, like, it's a story. Yeah.
It's real fun. This is one of the only episodes where I'm like, why didn't they explain any of this? But they're all teachers. They teach at school. When you were in school, what kind of student were you?
God, I was like one of those kids that like every teacher and my parents like, oh, you have so much potential. Why aren't you living up to your potential? And like I did well in tests, but I sucked at doing homework.
Oh yeah,
to the point
Then
where
that
like
makes sense. Yeah.
I remember multiple times, not just once, but like 3, 4, maybe 5 times. My mom would come with me to report card pickup, and you'd sit down with your teacher, and they would go over your grades. And she was like, my teacher was like, yeah, like the homework that he's turned in has been really good, but he only turned in like 2 of the 20 assignments. And my mom was like, well, I know he did them. I made him do them. And I was just like, shrugging. Like, I don't fucking know. And my mom's like, well, where are they?
Oh
like,
my
I made you
God.
do all 20 of these assignments. So we went to my locker. And they're just all in my.
I
I
was
just
your
never turned them in.
mom-
Oh dang!
I
would be
got to the finish
furious.
line and just didn't cry. And that is and that, long story short, is why I failed out of college.
Oh my
Okay.
So that explains a
gosh.
lot. Yeah.
I thought it was your mom sticking up for you of like, well, he did them, change the grade.
Oh, no, my
I don't
mom-
know.
Yeah, my mom was the first person to be like, yo, what'd you fuck up on? Yeah.
Okay. My dad once did that to a teacher for my brother because they were like, yeah, he never turns in his homework, but this was his senior year. He needed to graduate. And they're like, yeah, he aces all the tests. And he's like, my dad goes, then why does the homework matter?
Yeah.
If the information on the test is the things you are needing to teach him, he clearly knows it. Pass him.
Yeah.
There's no reason to keep him back and waste more time and money of the state.
And that's one of the things I did like about college or university was that a lot of classes were just, hey, we have 5 tests throughout the year. I'm gonna give you like study guides, worksheets and stuff, but the tests are 90% of your grade.
Oh, yeah.
But I also hated that even in college, teachers were like, attendance is important. I'm like, no, it's not. Don't make me go. I should, of my own free will, go learn the material and then pass the test.
Yeah.
But-
Just think of how easy teachers it would be if just some of your students didn't show up and you didn't have to worry about that. But hey, wow, they're still working. You're getting paid regardless, college professors.
Yeah. It's not like in high school where they have like attendance rates that
Yeah.
affect public school finances.
It's all tuition, baby. I guess what we're saying is let's start charter schools, you
No,
know?
oh God, no. No. As somebody whose mom worked for CPS for a long time, I hate that idea.
Let's start doing a lot of private schools. Really good stuff for the community.
No one listened to him.
Guys, hear me out.
Don't hear him out.
When you go to an amusement park, if it was like a free carnival, pretty janky. But when you spend that money to go to
Except
Disney,
for it's not a free carnival. It's a carnival paid by tax dollars.
even better. Hey guys, do you hate that you don't have health care? Blame it on
Oh my
fucking
God.
children going to public school.
Public school is like the 5th thing down on the list. If we want to cut anything, it's military spending.
Okay, let's do this. Military schools.
Fucking God.
And then
God damn it.
you bring that money from the military into the schools as well as healthcare.
I can minimally get behind this, I guess. I don't fucking know. Can we
To
talk
bring it
about
back to my
Fiveman? Yeah, can we talk about
experience,
the thing?
I was lied to about college. I was told, because I was like, school's so fucking dumb. It's bullshit. I already know this shit. Why do I have to sit here every fucking day in class and just wait for everyone else to catch up? Like, this is fucking stupid. And like, this class is fucking dumb. And my mom would be like, oh, well, in college, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do bullshit classes. Yeah, I was lied to.
The whole first 2 years is
Yeah.
not undergraduate classes. What are they called? Like the
Required classes.
yeah, the stupid bullshit. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Take a science class. Well, which one? It doesn't matter. Just a science class. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Prerequisites.
I think more like if you have a child, or I know we get on this soapbox about college. Actually, we haven't in a while.
I'm like, what are you talking
we used
about?
to rally against college a lot. this is what you should do. If you are thinking about going to college, higher education, just do certificates, like especially if it's a specific thing you want to do. I wish I would have at Muskegon Community College just taken the classes for the certificate of TV and audio production, because that requires only those classes. Whereas,
But like not every. I mean, I think my issue isn't that like don't go to university or don't go to college. It's why aren't there more options?
yeah,
Even for high schools, like there used to in Chicago be a lot of vocational schools, and those were for like kids that maybe in elementary school academically weren't interested, or growing up were good at like vocational things. So you would go to a school that would just teach you like shop, mechanic classes, electrician stuff. And then that would help you basically when you get out, you'd be ready to get your basic or maybe even your advanced. I don't exactly know. It depends on the school. But then you would, at 18, you would be able to be like, yeah, like I have a career now.
yeah.
And I think even with colleges, like we just talk so much about universities, which are stupidly expensive. Like I'm very lucky I don't have any loans, but I know so many people that have $60, $80, $100, $120,000 more, $240,000. Like I have a friend who's got a master's degree in clinical laboratory sciences, and she is still paying it off, like everything. And she's been in the workforce for 6 years at a pretty good hospital, and she's still like constantly having to put money for that. And it's like, why don't we talk more about vocational things? And like now, as somebody who failed and is now almost 30, I'm like, shit, like I should have done automotive technologies a long time ago. That's what I should have done when I turned 18.
See, this is what should be happening,
Yeah.
is you pay for grade school and then you get college for free.
Or we could just do what Europe does and everything is free.
Whoa. Even, sex on the beach?
Those drinks you have to pay for at the bar.
Damn it. What about inserting penis into vagina on the coast?
That's got a lot of weird ingredients to it, so it might cost more.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So not everything's free. Is freedom free?
It's got free
I
in
mean,
the name, dude.
philosophically, yes.
Okay, all right.
I guess.
What
I
about
don't
the
know.
internet? It's not free over there, highly censored. I can't get on rotten.com.uk.
Though, I mean, isn't, and we could talk about Congress all day and how shitty they are, but didn't somebody in Congress try to make it that access to internet is vital to somebody in America now?
I think.
Yeah, it's like something somebody was pushing.
They've been trying to pass that ever since the web
Net neutrality.
net neutrality was revoked by that AT&T dude.
God, that guy's such a dick.
Yeah.
So Fiveman, yeah, I liked it.
See, it was related because it was school, and then you went to net neutrality.
Yeah, okay.
Net neutrality. That means none of it.
Queen killer
Ooh,
is the monster.
Now, does she kill queens, or is she a queen?
Who kills? Yes.
Yeah, no, second one, definitely.
Yeah.
What? She might kill a queen. She was
a
trying
queen
to kill
killer.
the empress,
Yeah.
that big old floating hairhead.
That freaked me out. I was not expecting that. That kind of came out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, what? But I think it's just because the face looked really big compared to the people on the screen, and that, I have a thing about that, so.
So Zordon, don't like him.
No, because he's not a real face. He's like a hologrammy thing.
But it's still a real person's face.
Yeah, but you can see through it.
Okay, what about the Wizard of Oz?
You can see through that, too.
Okay, all right. Star Fox, the Andromedan guy.
It's a video game.
All right, okay.
It's very specific in this case.
Well,
I
okay,
guess.
what about Nick Jr. face? He was just a big old face on your screen.
I didn't watch Nickelodeon growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Humble brag.
What about
Or
a
like foster care. We didn't have access to
Okay.
it.
a
Humble
Are you
brag.
laughing at foster care?
No.
You heard it here first.
No.
I also said humble brag to you
Yeah,
being
to
in foster care.
I was laughing at what I was trying to say.
What's up?
A bodiless Garfield Macy's Day Parade balloon.
Can't see through him,
No.
but he can see through your hole or your soul. And it has lasagna.
You're talking
in
about
it.
holes again, James? Come
Yeah.
on.
The hole of your mouth is your soul.
The whole of your mouth. Okay. Got it.
You ever do cocaine?
No.
I was just scratching my nose, listeners, and that's
So-
why I said that.
It's funny because I have allergies, and it's like that time of year in Chicago where the rain is kicking everything up. And at work, I sniffle a lot, and my allergies affects my eyes. So I'm always like, I think I look like a coke addict at work because I'm always like, and I'm like wiping my face and shit.
Glassy
and I'm
eyes.
Also, like, yeah, I'm like kind of tired because I have insomnia and shit. So I look like a fucking lunatic at work all the time.
I think this current world we live in
Sucks.
is the best time
To be a coke addict.
Yes, exactly. Because COVID, people are like, oh, I'm more scared of this person because I think they have COVID, but you're out and about just railing lines.
That's the dream. I don't know, man.
And railing dimes, am I right? People who do coke, fuck, all right?
Yeah, but it doesn't, like, the come down feels terrible.
I've never done it.
Tell you about
Neither have I, but it just,
that person who we were like, I think that person was like on coke or something in the store. They like came in and they just like started picking up books, flipping through them so fast. Then they went like all the way to the back and we're just like staring at the wall of books. And Rachel goes, "Can I help you?" And they go, "Oh, I'm just watching." And she's
that
like,
person was on a psychedelic.
"Okay." And then they just like booked it out of the store.
If I had a prank show, those would be the kinds of pranks I would do. Of like going into a store,
Just,
not like messing.
unsettling shit.
Yeah, and weird stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that's also what Tom Green did.
Sure. Never watched it.
I have. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Freddy Got Fingered, though.
Yeah.
That was one of the first movies we ever watched together. Second movie.
And look what it's led to.
I think about that a lot, about how like we unknowingly picked, like they were like, oh, these are the first movies we're going to watch together. So we picked things that were like, if I were to be like, oh, this is kind of like me as a person.
Or reflections of us.
Picked a movie.
So what was your movie?
Perks of Being a
Oh
Wallflower.
my God.
Because Nicole's all like, I don't draw crumb bums. Crumb bums draws me.
Yeah.
And then I picked Freddy Got Fingered.
I have no knowledge of that movie.
Dude, it is one of the funniest movies ever.
Okay, is this like a Blade 3 thing? Where
No,
like,
no, no.
As
No,
a teenager, I
it's
thought it was
it's
funny, but as an
supposed
adult, I
to
was like, this
be-
sucks.
No.
It's
Tom Green.
I don't even know.
I'm familiar with him, but I don't.
I don't want to say random humor.
It's very
eccentric
irreverent.
humor.
Yeah. It's bizarre. We should watch it. It will be a This Existed episode, so you should come on that
All
ep.
right, solid.
Like you like literally have to like adjust your like way of thinking to be like, oh, this is a joke. Like this isn't.
All
And
right.
the commentary's just as funny.
You know what's a good
Nice.
commentary?
Anchorman.
Holes.
Whoa.
So in Lake Geneva, we didn't really have like cable or anything, and the TV only got 3 channels. So we only had like 4 DVDs, and it was like 3 that my mom picked out, which were like Notting Hill and like whatever shit I'm not gonna watch. And the only one that I brought was Holes. So I watched that movie all the time. I've seen that movie over 100 times.
Damn.
And I've seen it with there's 2 commentaries. It's Shia LaBeouf. Oh shit, the guy who plays Zero, Cleo Thompson, and then somebody else, and then the other one is like the director and some like whatever. And I've watched both, like the regular movie and both commentaries 20-ish times each. I at one point could tell you exactly what was going to happen in every commentary
Damn.
by the minute. Yeah.
That's dedication to holes.
No, that's just having nothing better to do for a summer.
You're in Lake Geneva. Why didn't you swim in the lake?
Fucking hate the lake.
Yeah,
Okay.
lake.
I hate the beach too.
Damn.
There's sand everywhere.
It's good.
And it's like
Thank
coarse.
you. I thought
and
I
it
was the
gets
only
everywhere.
person who doesn't like the beach.
There are so many people who don't.
So many people. We could start a national club about it.
Let's do it.
My colleague, because I'm calling him that because he now is, Howard Kramer has songs about people who hate the beach and how they are wrong to hate the beach.
I'll fight this dude.
Please don't.
Okay. Because I hate the beach so much. It's got everything I hate: water, sand, and sun.
Yeah.
And other people. So I guess 4 things.
Also, Howard Kramer and I, we got a new song coming out called Indica Inch. It's real good.
It's not about the beach.
It's not. No.
Okay, good.
It's about getting high and then you get horny and you're like, do I deal with this or my high body doesn't want to?
Do I deal with this or do I deal with this?
So relatable.
Yeah, see? Oh, holy shit. I didn't think this would be so relatable.
So I don't smoke that often, and I smoke to go to bed sometimes, and that's if I was going to do anything, that's usually when it would happen. So I like get high and I'm like, it's already 11:30 and I have to be up at 4:30 and I don't think I need to go to bed. And then it's like, or do I need to take care of this?
Damn.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I get it.
All right.
Fuck, you got a hit on your hands.
We sure do.
Also, whoever's listening to this, I'm sorry for the TMI.
I mean, I feel like they just expect it at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that's a tame story compared to something.
Yeah. Well, let's get into these notes.
Should we talk about this episode?
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys, we have another segment of fencing or fencing. I thought this would be a one-time segment, but Killer Queen, she's got fencing skills, and so do the Fivemen. So, in this game, I am going to say a sentence.
Okay, so we're not talking about the episode. We're doing a game now.
This is about the
It's
episode.
about the episode, though.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say a sentence, and fencing will be one of the words, and you have to tell me which one I mean. Either putting up fencing or like fencing in general or sword fighting.
What about like fencing stolen goods?
Oh my God. I didn't know that was next episode. Next segment will be fencing, or fencing. Triple F 666 style, baby.
Are you offended?
No.
A fencing. You could do a fencing as well.
You're offensing me.
Yeah. That's not a word.
That's not.
Okay. It's offensive.
Yeah. So that college I dropped out, I was an English major. So that's
What about-
where we get this from.
Defencing. Is that?
No.
Look, all words were not words at
Let's
one
do
point.
this
so.
fucking game.
All right. Here's a sentence.
Answer is fencing for all of them.
All right. Calm your tits. No. My
Tits are wild.
My buddy Theodore and I are about to lay down fencing on that ass.
Putting up a fence.
Yeah.
No, guys, it's fencing. You're about to fence
Does
with
he just
someone.
say the opposite of whatever we say?
Yeah,
Do we have
yeah.
to split the difference
He's
here?
laying down some fencing on that ass. What? I'm gonna build a fort around you?
I don't fucking
I
know.
was
This could be
picturing
like
an
Minecraft.
actual ass.
Oh, okay. So it's maybe Paul Bunyan, and he won't move, but you're like, we need this border up, and then you start putting. He's trying to be quirky.
You were very close to saying build the wall, weren't you?
I know, that's what I'm implying. We're trying to build the wall.
On Paul Bunyan's butt.
Well, he won't move. He's protesting, and you're like, get the fuck out of here, Paul Bunyan. You're not the American hero you think you are. Especially, you're no longer a patriot going against this goddamn wall, this border. So get the fuck out. So we're just going to build it over his ass.
Solid. Good plan.
Literally,
So
'cause
we were
he's
right.
laying on the ground.
In some scenarios, it could be, but that's not what I meant. But this queen bee, she's attacking everyone.
Yeah,
and
fencing.
she stabs Kazumi so hard she drowns. I've heard of being pushed into a pool, but stabbed into a pool?
No. First of all, she hits her so hard she comes out of her costume.
Yeah, that happens.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Oh, I'm Carson
Got a
Johnny.
muffin on Fairfax that'll drive you wild.
That too. I need to turn this
I
light
don't
on.
think I sound like that, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was hanging out with
I have a speech problem.
Adam West
I
at
don't.
his mansion,
Oh,
and he was
fuck off.
showing me Batman, and then he patted me on the ass.
You know, Adam West and that other dude fucked all the time.
What dude?
That other
the dude who
dude?
played
The
Robin.
Robin?
Yeah, because
Oh.
he had a huge ass dick that they gave him pills to make tinier.
And well, not only that, they just
Whoa.
like, I guess like women were just like, yeah,
Yeah.
Batman.
Why didn't he just?
There was like in a
tuck?
memoir, and then the Robin wrote a memoir, and he's like, it was the worst experience of my life. It
Yeah.
ruined my life.
Because he had to take dick
That's
pills.
rough.
Well, not just that, but just like the constant like drugs and sex, and really fucked with him for a long time.
Just do sex, not drugs.
I mean, that'll still cause problems.
If you have to have an addiction, because there's no.
You don't like. It's not you have
Can we
to.
get through this
Yeah,
quiz?
Well, hold on.
Oh my god.
What quiz?
The quiz is over. It was one question.
It was one question. But with sex addiction, there's a way to like filter out the bad things. You can wear a condom and get it snipped. So then,
yeah.
But with drugs, there's no healthy alternative to doing drugs. I mean, besides like of the earth stuff, but there's no filter for cocaine. There's no vasectomy of heroin.
I think you're downplaying sex addiction.
Yeah, because it's not about just like
it
having
will ruin
sex.
your life.
It's like you can't form connections with people because you're like trying to get. It's the same as any addiction. You can't form connections because you're so preoccupied with that thing.
I like to form some connections with that ass because I'm a sex addict.
And I'm fencing it.
Oh.
I'm defensing it.
Speaking of penises and fencing.
God. Wesley Snipes.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Full
so
circles.
we see the queen bee, and I'm pretty sure you wrote it down for the same reason.
Okay.
She starts like sensing that gem. We haven't gotten to that part, but it's on
the
theme.
penis on her face.
Yes, it starts like
The
twitching
chin.
up. She has a dancing penis attached to her
Fucking
chin.
gross.
That's exactly what I wrote down.
Hell yes.
Queen Killer has a penis on her face.
I did not write that. I just wrote their chin.
Just because it was weird?
Yeah.
All right. I just like you've seen a penis dance and you had a strong reaction to it before. I thought that would give the same thing, the same imagery back into your mind. I guess you need to see more penises dance.
I guess.
I think the thing that bothered me the most about this episode is Queen shows up and she's like, I'm a swordsman. And they're like, cool. And then the pink one, I forgot her name, fights her. But there's 5 of them.
Yeah, it's the whole deal.
Just 5 circle her and kick the shit out of her. I don't know, you know?
Right.
That was weird.
Someone roll for a grapple hold and just start punching the shit out.
You get advantage if you have, if you're pack tactics.
You get to roll 5 D20s.
But you also you've never like met this monster before, so you have no idea like what it's capable of.
I think that's a gamble. If there's 5 of me and something or someone I don't know, and they're like, I'm going to attack him, like, yo, circle up, kick the shit out of it.
Yeah.
All of them should have held onto a limb, head included, and just ran the opposite direction. That's how they could kill every monster.
Just draw and quarter this beast.
Yes.
You sound like every sociopath as a kid who like tears apart ants.
Okay. But ants have more limbs, don't they?
No, it's about the same.
Okay.
Then a bee? No, it's the same. They're an insect.
No, a
6 legs.
humanoid bee.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Are you counting the wings?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Ants have wings? I know they do.
Some ants have wings.
And it's scary as hell.
I was
Carpenter
like,
ants?
sort of
Maybe? I don't know.
surprised that like she never flew.
She did the jumpy thing, which I think wasn't that like she like did the kick up and then just teleported to the other side.
Sure.
I wish I were a carpenter ant, because then I could see my little nephew just filming Halloween 1.
I thought you were gonna make the Carpenters reference.
No.
There's a guy I work with, and no matter what music I'm playing, he's older. He's like about 70. And no matter what I'm playing on the phone, he goes, "Oh, dude, I love the Carpenters."
I love the Carpenters too. Karen Carpenter, R.I.P.
No, it was a Halloween reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I got that.
Be-do-do, dee-do-do.
Wom,
Wom, wom, wom, wom. Bow, bow, ba-dum, ba-bow, bow.
Bubbles.
So I know what your next song is gonna sound like.
The fighter and the leader,
No,
Bubbles.
Bubbles is the joy and the laughter.
And the fighter leader, Buttercup. And then there is a squirrel to Powerpuff save the day.
So Kazumi like wakes up and walks up to this lab scientist dude, and then he's like, you can't be walking, and lifts her up, and she's like, put me down, and he doesn't, so she slaps him in the face, and then she was like,
She does this pouty face when he turns away. That is the sexiest thing in any Sentai I've seen. It was the aforementioned Howard Kramer. He does that song about how Taylor Swift turns around and Kazumi stole my manhood.
Yes. Yeah.
Kazumi stole my manhood.
I just that whole scene was funny to me because they're like talking about solar energy like it's sci-fi shit, like hyperspace. And like no, it's just and then like now it's it's 2022.
Yeah.
And like solar energy is very real. It's almost everywhere. They're like one day we'll be able to harness the sun, and I was like, what? I was like, but we can harness the sun.
But this is a single gem
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know that solar energy is just green gems?
Well, he condensing it.
And it can heal you?
It's like nitrate that you put in soil to make things grow better.
Yeah, I thought he was going to plant it in the soil.
That's
but
what
he
I
just
thought, yeah.
holds it next to it. And I was like, what?
Have you not seen Sentai before? They don't have soil budget.
Oh my God.
It's going to get all over the studio they're
They
filming
literally
in.
have soil.
But it'll get all over the studio. It's probably not
it's
real soil.
literally right there.
It's probably plastic surface like a McDonald's playset. Oh, did you really eat a hamburger? No, it's plastic.
I like how they use styrofoam for snow on like those little Christmas miniatures.
Asbestos in the...
Asbestos is the name of my band.
That's a good band name.
It is, right? And then their first album is going to be called Fireproof.
Ooh.
nice.
And then their second album is going to be called Fire Truck.
And then the third one's going to be called Cancerous Cells.
Is going to be called, if you
It's
or
going to make
your
a
loved
dad joke
one
there, but that would get real
have
dark.
been exposed to asbestos, call something law firm at this number.
You could have just made up a random name.
And they always talk about mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma, diabetes.
Have you done vaginal mesh rejuvenation? Please call us now. The stuff they put in you might be killing you.
Have you or a loved one been in an accident?
Have you ever used Ticketmaster? Please call us now.
It just routes you to Ticketmaster.
Yeah, I was going to
God.
make that
Buy
same
more
joke.
tickets.
We see that a lot of people have canceled their subscription to our newsletters. We just wanted to let you know we're still a thing. And guess what? We're omnipresent now.
That'd be terrifying. That would be the dystopia I'd be most afraid of.
Just all Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
You go to a small VFW wrestling show and they're like, oh, did you sign up for Ticketmaster to get your tickets or are you buying at the door through Ticketmaster? And it's like,
I guess it doesn't
Is
matter
there a
then.
third option?
oh yeah, the third option is you get the fuck out of here.
He just pulls a gun out from the counter. He's like, leave. You're like, fuck.
It's a Ticket Weston. Does that like a Smith and Wesson?
No. I get what you're saying, but it's like a gun. You know those dollar guns that just shoot dollar bills at the strip club? It's like that, but it's a rifle, and it's just like it's card stock, so it just punches right through people.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
I'm down for what? Down
I
for
could
that.
write any dumb idea. I think I could turn it into a dystopian, like ridiculous dystopia.
Okay,
Oh, God, don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot. I lied.
Talking ducks.
That's just the Mighty Ducks cartoon show.
No, they're regular ducks, but they talk.
That's just
That's just the
Darkwing Duck.
dark. Yeah,
No, I'm saying like
his ass.
Affleck duck.
that's
Like-
the Affleck commercials.
Okay, how is that
People
dystopian?
are always getting injured, and he's
Okay.
always right there when it happens.
Affleck.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
He's like the Grim Reaper, but for injuries.
He's he just like appears, and it's probably like multifaceted, so he could be in multi places at once.
Okay. A shirt with a hole in it.
I'm drawing a blank here, man. I don't think I have anything for that.
We did it,
Fuck.
Nicole.
Oh, we stumped him.
So this dude reveals that like the science community hates his idea of solar power so much he can't even get a paid intern.
So that's just like America 2022.
Yeah, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
no one believes in this so much that I'm being blacklisted by science.
And it's like you're naive because it's not that they don't believe. They're scared,
Ooh.
dude.
That's
Because
good.
they need the oil money, bitch.
Yeah, big oil found its greedy little paws into science, a pure art form, but being polluted by oil paints because it's art.
Okay.
Do you not know what oil paints are?
Yes, I do.
Because I referenced them yesterday and you're
Yeah.
like, excuse me?
Because we were talking about a drum of oil that's sitting on the corner outside.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And you said, let's paint with it.
It's a drum, and it's
That's not what oil paints are.
the neighborhood's going down. There's a drum of oil on the corner, and it's just trying to fuck anyone for cash.
Does that mean rent's cheap?
No.
Okay. We might have to move, so I'm just...
Oh, dude, you should still go through ICM, and we'll get that referral. It's $500. We'll float you guys 100 of that.
I just got an email saying they got like a whole new batch of rentals.
Yeah, same. That's why it's on my head.
Any like 3 bedrooms for like 1,700?
But you'd have to ask. I was gonna say the person's name.
You'd hook you up, dude, with
Hey,
our
guys.
person.
If we've done it before, we'll do it again. If you're going to move to Chicago or you're already in Chicago looking for a new place, ICM Properties, and use us as a referral, James McCollum or Nicole Jacobs, and that's the best way to support us because that's $500.
Yes, the best way to support them is to uproot your life, move to one of the best/worst cities in the world, and I live here, I love it, but just saying, the gun crimes have gone up recently. Also, they keep finding dead women in the river.
Also a serial killer.
Also, yeah, there's like 2 serial killers. But yeah, move here so they can get $500.
Yeah. Are you okay? I thought you were wearing a hairnet at first.
No, it's a headband.
Okay.
My hair's gotten real long.
Same.
So, should get a headband.
I do. My headphones.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mine aren't tight enough.
I have to wear a hat or else I'll pull it out.
Right, yeah.
Because I got that trichotillomania. I'm a maniac, pulling out my hair.
What about you can reunite in hell?
Yeah, I loved that line by Billion.
Solid line.
I also loved how casually Queen Killer barged into the scientist's lab.
Kick the and then just like try to murder them.
Yeah, she's like, give me that thing that I sensed with my penis chin.
Yeah, I was like, this has never existed before, potentially, yet you already know what it is.
She can sense the power irradiating from it. Because
she
remember,
sucks
Just
flowers.
because you can sense a power doesn't mean you know what it is.
Look, giving flowers blowjobs
you ever
gives you the
see
power to
Dragon
sense
Ball
energy.
Z, bro?
have you? What are you referring to?
Yeah. When
Except
they
for in
go-
Dragon Ball Z, they constantly sense power levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they don't know what it is.
No, they do know what it is.
They're like,
And then the humans can turn their power levels
power
down.
level is so big. Where is that power coming from?
Oh, well, that's like when they do like Kaioken and stuff.
If they're close by a sun, are they like, there's a big power level?
What is that thing? Well, it's called solar energy.
Oh my God.
Guys, don't date people that remind you of your parent.
She wants to bang her dad, right? Like you picked up on that?
It's so, I know there are so many people who, you're going to end up dating your mother. Nicole
Yeah, that's
is
like a thing.
nothing like my mom.
Well, she gives the guy the fuck me eyes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like they have their little like thing. She slaps him. He's like, oh, and then he leaves. And then she gives the whole like Nala, Lion King, like that's the man for me. And then later she's like, he's just like my dad. And I was like, I'm out. Like eject on this relationship.
Even if it's like, I respect him for doing the things that my dad did, it's still you're thinking of your dad.
Yeah.
It's like when my mother said, while watching The Godfather, even though I'm not thinking of like my mom, it's just my mom's head, like something she said.
She's the one that
pops
said
in.
it.
Watching him backtrack through this statement is hilarious.
Yes. So I believe I have not said this on a free feed podcast, but
You've definitely said
no,
it.
it was on Engage with Nicolas Cage, and you laughed very hard by this revelation. My mom said during The Godfather, there is a sex scene, and she says, cover your eyes. But then she said, but James, you know they're real because they part to the side when she lays down. And I'm like, okay, so do you want me to watch this? And also, too, thanks, Mom. I can not see a woman on a bed. Yeah, real breasts or fake breasts. I am still thinking of that line you said to me.
That's a psychological trauma right there.
I think it was probably the Boy in Blue episode I said that. Because that's the only movie that I can remember that has boobies in it.
I don't know.
Don't you have an encyclopedia knowledge
You've
of...
told me this story so many times.
Well, we'll be watching The Godfather soon because the offer on Paramount Plus, it's good.
They also are bringing it back to theaters.
Whoa! I don't have money to watch that unless you guys sign up for patreon.com/MLM
Or
pod.
move to Chicago and go through ICM. Give them $500.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Loop my music a
or
bunch.
sign up for that one.
Or put money in an envelope, send it to their P.O. box.
Or just donations at MLMpod.com.
Gold, jewels, platinum are also all acceptable.
Actually, no, because then I have to take an extra step to liquidate.
That's true. Pokemon cards?
No.
All right.
Yogi Bear stuff, though, because eventually I'm going to buy more of that. That stuff I just need more of.
Okay, so it'd be like saving you money.
Need.
No, a police officer told my dad when my brother was like going crazy. He's like, hey, legally you don't need to give your children all of this extra stuff. When it comes to the law, all you need to give your kids is shelter, food, water, and a bed, plus
love.
Yogi Bear merch.
I'm going to need the transcript of that interaction.
It was everything besides the Yogi Bear
Yeah, I
merch. And
figured.
it is crazy that a police
Cops
officer
said that?
said that, and my parents agreed with it.
And this was in Michigan?
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Why is that crazy?
It's because that cop's a shitty person and probably be a terrible dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a gun.
Your dad should become a cop. He would fit
He
in.
fit in so well. Oh my God.
He's too buff to be a cop, though. Stop saying I have a buff dad.
Yeah. What?
Okay. Speaking of buff, the Michelin Man
Oh, yeah.
made an appearance.
We finally
That's a buff robot.
described what that is before the episode to our guest, so the guest doesn't have questions.
I totally got it. Yeah, that clicked, like that made so much. I was like, oh, I'll get it. He scans and takes it in and then just extrapolates that into a large version of them. Yeah.
Augmented reality.
There was also a very good scene when they're fighting Killer Queen, and the Killer Queen could have just stood up and was like, ow, you kicked my titty.
Oh, yeah.
And then they get in their Mac, which I liked. It was a good design, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
Yeah, it works. I like that they all sit in the same cockpit. Unlike like Power Rangers, they all are kind of like in different areas.
Some
of them, yeah, and
most aren't.
That like sometimes when they do that, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you be in the same area?
Oh, I think it's just when they're apart, they're in different cockpits, but when they morph, they're
Do
in
they
the same.
come together? I
Yeah.
always thought they.
I know Mighty Morphin is for sure.
Yeah.
I did have one thing on that Crystal of Light. I think
Yeah.
Crystal Light they should have called it.
Crystal Light.
They could have had a trademark on it. So it's like a mega potion, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy stuff, where it heals the entire party. And Nicole was like, yeah, and it sucks blood back up in them. Or I guess I said that. You said cleans the blood off.
Yeah.
But what if it did it by blood type? So if two of them are the same blood type, it could just like cycle like in the air between the two. That'd be pretty gnarly.
What?
Like blood bending. Like it's like, oh, where does this blood go? It goes into this hole. No, it goes into this hole. And then the blood from the inside of you is going into the other person if you're close enough.
Doesn't blood still have DNA though?
Yeah, but it's just based off from blood type, not DNA.
Right, but okay.
You can blood donate.
Right. But blood would still contain DNA, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
He's saying that's how the crystal would know.
Yeah, like that's how it would know it was separate people.
No. The crystal isn't that advanced. It's just the sun, guys.
It's just the sun.
It's not that
It can
advanced,
only
but they turned the
heal
sun
people.
into a stone, and the stone magically healed people.
Well, it's the power of the sun. The sun's rays. Oh, wait. Holy shit. Speaking about Blade, could this stone be used to kill vampires?
oh yeah, no doubt.
Holy
Like
shit.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's pure sun.
Yeah, vampires beware.
But what
There's a
about
scientist.
Your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that was really stupid. I did think that the little machine that made the sun into the crystal looked a lot like Zordon, like his the thing that he projects onto.
Yeah.
In one of the movies, that's like the same crystalline like chandelier structure. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because Toei also worked on that movie. I don't know how much in the production they actually did work on, but
Yeah, but it looks like somebody just took the model of that and like made it bigger.
got influence, could have been the same set decorator. But pure son, pure daughter, pure Michigan.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Watch Muskegon kill dogs.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
Yeah, that's a thing going on right now there. Muskegon allowed...
Because their slogan is like, watch Muskegon go. So then someone made a sign. Yeah.
And let me explain why it says that.
Yeah, I need
Animal
this.
testing.
Yes, Muskegon allowed a company that does animal testing in Muskegon.
Oh,
Like another one.
I thought people were just like in the street, just like, oh, hey, there's a dog.
No.
Like bang, bang. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
I thought maybe like Muskegon has like a feral dog population.
No, then it's watch Muskegon watch animals have sex. We're getting cooked by these dogs
I mean,
out here.
that bee did have a penis on its face, so we're not that far off in this episode.
It could definitely inject eggs or semen into you
Yeah,
with its metal tube.
just like a xenomorph.
Yeah.
Or like anything with an ovipositor.
Guys, I was just walking down the street minding my business, and I saw a dog come out, dripping cum from her pussy.
I gotta go.
Watch Muskegon, watch
Nope.
dogs. Am I right? Just all these feral pups out here. I'm scared, guys.
Oh my God.
What if one of these dogs tries to fuck me with a dripping pussy?
So,
Had a litter of pups, and one of them winked at me.
What?
That's a Simpsons reference.
if anything, this is a podcast about moving to Chicago, but not moving to Muskegon.
Yeah. Oh, we've never endorsed that.
Yeah.
Honestly, the rest of Illinois is kind of meh.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Michigan has like 2 okay towns, and the rest.
Ann Arbor and Grand Rapids.
I would say, or then 3 actually,
Ah,
because
solid.
I do want to give the Upper Peninsula some credit. Marquette, very good.
It's where all the rich people are,
The Upper Peninsula?
isn't it?
No.
No?
It's where like old miners are.
But if they're minors, how could they be old?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You get it, Nicole?
Yeah.
One has an E and one has an O.
I was watching a video about this is how much of a nerd I am. I was watching a video about Halo, specifically the rank and structure of the Covenant forces. So like the grunts, elites, blah, blah, blah. And it always starts off with like, all right, we have the grunts and they're grunt miners. And the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, like they're grunts that do physical labor because grunts are like the lowest. And then I looked at the description, and it was actually like minor, like the lower, like just minor and major.
Yeah.
And then the next level up is the grunt majors. And I was like, oh, okay, I got that wrong.
Yeah, one makes you real sad, and then the other's very happy.
I mean, the grunts still get, like, they're the cannon fodder of the Covenant.
That was a music theory joke.
Fuck.
Major and minor.
The 4th, the 5th.
Ooh, the major slip. Ooh, oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm Shrek.
All right, we have one more segment to do.
Wait, I have
What? What's up?
No, I have a question. Like legit. Okay, I don't understand why he's like, I gotta go figure out how to make a sun crystal now. Bye. And I'm like, but you did though. Like you just did.
I think because the zone's here in Japan, he's like, I can't keep working on my work. Or because he's like,
Yeah.
I need to be around this amazing woman, and I'm afraid that might hamper my shit.
science, yeah.
Okay, but even if that is true, he's like, I have to figure out how to do this. I'm like,
Well,
you did though.
But I don't think he knew how. It
Also,
just happened.
guys,
He forgot to turn the microwave off.
this is related. We give Arthur G6 a lot of credit for being a great mentor and just great all around. If your parents were like, hey, we'll see you later, we'll take care of this, and then they end up dying, and then you are orphaned because of decisions your parents made, even if it is to save you, you'd have hardcore abandonment issues.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that all 5 of them or 4 of them were telling Kazumi, and then Kazumi was okay with it, of like, hey, you'll see him again. It's fine. And she's like, yeah, you want to know what? I will. These are very mentally strong, mentally mature emotionally mature individuals, and that we have Arthur G6. If Kaku from Die Ranger was trying to rear children, they would be as fucked up as all three of us in this room.
Hey, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Emotionally, I mean. It's not like we're out killing dogs.
Well, you guys, I mean, you left Muskegon, so it's not okay anymore.
You can't do that here.
Going back to what we talked at the beginning of like the transitions, it's like they fought her, they defeated her with the power of the sun, and then it was just like, all right, bye.
Yeah, that's what.
It's like, peace out.
Most of these episodes are a quick, like, all right, we'll wrap it up with a slight moral, and you're good to go.
That's what I don't like about this show. I want I want.
They could have put on like another
storylines.
like 90 seconds.
We will start getting overarching things, but only because the narrator. We will get a narrator that are those plushy puppets.
Oh, weren't they at the end of the episode? There was like a thing for the next episode, and there was like.
Oh, wait, is that the next episode?
They were, yeah,
I don't know,
that's what it looked
watching.
like.
Holy shit, I hope so, because that's when it takes a hard left turn into weird.
Okay.
It's good. They're sentient puppets, and I want to own these. If they made plushes of these, they had to have. Why would they have inserted this mid-season?
You could probably find it on like...
Etsy.
I was going to say Wish.
Oh.
Wish.com.
You get it, and it's, I don't know, Kyuranger. Heating on you guys. I'm saying Kyuranger is the Wish.com version of Fiveman. Yeah. Shots fired.
Woof.
Let's do the segment.
All right. Hey, these individuals, they use, in some episodes, the subjects they teach as means of harming and taking down the zone. Mm-hmm. So, if you were on the Fiveman, you'd have to be a teacher. What subject would you teach, and how would you use that in battle to take them down? Like, one of them has a dumbbell to use as a weapon, but it's Sentai-fied.
That would be difficult. Probably an English teacher.
Okay.
Or like composition writing. And maybe I would do like, you know that like the flute gun that was in one of those Power Ranger series?
Okay.
I think that Green Ranger had it.
He had a flute sword.
Yeah, maybe that's
But
it.
hey, yours is a gun.
Yeah, and mine would be like a pen that's also like it's like a large pen that's a gun.
I like that.
You pull the cap off and it's like it's a gun.
Sometimes you have to lick the tip to make sure.
Yeah, you have to
The
like
ink is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or rub it on a hard piece of paper to get it going.
shake it like a Polaroid picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you, when you tip it upside down, a woman's dress gets lifted up?
No, it'd be like one of those tourist pens because I'm like I'd be living in Japan, and it would just be like thanks for coming to Paris or whatever, and it'd be like one of those like the Eiffel Tower moves.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
But it's Tokyo Tower.
Yeah. I don't. Sure.
Tokyo Tower, nope, never mind. We have a huge Godzilla mural behind Nicole, and I thought Tokyo Tower was in it, but it is not.
Maybe it could be a cool Godzilla Easter egg.
Yeah.
And it'd be like him walking through the city.
Toho would get pretty mad at Toei, though.
A Godzilla knockoff.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
That's why it's not. It's like an Easter egg. It's like a homage.
Why not the Easter Bunny and just when you tip it down, like out from his pouch, the eggs spill out?
Okay.
Because the Easter Bunny's actually a marsupial. Did you know that?
Whoa.
I think it's an abomination.
No.
It's goes against everything science, nature, and God.
I think
So
the Easter Bunny's actually a kangaroo.
I'm cool with that. I love kangaroos.
you know they drown people, right?
I'm fine. Yeah. Some people deserve to die.
I'm just telling you, that's like one of their things. They like sit in like ponds. They wait for stuff to walk in, and then they just drown them.
Yeah, because they're trying to
Oh
eat.
my god.
So if you see kangaroo in a pond, don't go there.
What if I'm trying to splash around them?
And I'm not kidding. It's terrible. Like I've seen pictures of them, and they're like weirdly ripped. They look like that weird old dude sitting in the sauna. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's creepy.
I'm familiar. Okay, if I just see a kangaroo hanging out in a pond, not going to go. But if they have swim trunks on, I'm going to say he's down to splash. Oh my god, a kangaroo that's also a mermaid, and then when it comes out of the water has a juicy rear,
What?
like in the movie Splash.
Okay.
So what have been some other answers to this question?
I don't know. Someone said similar things.
Or I could be like a shop, like the shop teacher, and I could just have a giant wrench.
Yeah. Oh, Ratchet and Clank style.
I could see you being a teacher, like in real life.
I fucking hate kids, though.
What about 17, 18-year-olds?
That's no, because that's even worse. Because then they are at that point where they're like, I'm an adult, but they keep making dumb decisions.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
senioritis kicking in, so then you don't need to really do anything. Besides
That
reminding,
would
hey,
honestly piss me off.
just remember,
Stop doing drugs in the parking lot.
end of the year isn't just right now. You still have a little more work to do. Can't let senioritis kick in.
You sound like every fucking teacher I had
Yeah.
in senior year. God damn it.
I know. I paid attention, unlike other people.
Yeah, all my homework was in my locker and I was asleep. Leave me alone.
Ooh. Well, that's it, guys. We're done.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Joe, thank you so much for coming over, hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
You got anything to plug?
I do, but I forgot all the plugs. Hit It and Crit It. We're back at it. We're doing new episodes. It's going really well. James, I think you can attest to that. We're all super excited to be back. If you're not caught up, mild spoilers, Robbie is back with a new character. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I know Corey's working really hard on the story and kind of what happens from here on out. So
Yeah.
And you're also working on something. for
Yeah,
that.
because I think we're close to end game of this campaign.
I feel like it could either end right now or it could end up going. We're at the point, we're like the fork in the road, I think.
I think how I'm looking at it, we either have 4 more episodes or like 14 more episodes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's my guesstimate, baby. In the love. But after that, we are doing Derms Clerman, and I'm writing stuff. It's all coming together. It's funny stuff.
Yeah, and I forgot all of our all of our pages and stuff, but yeah, just go listen to an episode at the end. They say all of them. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get there.
Nicole, what you got?
Ooh, follow me on social media. I'm Darling Homebody. Visit darlinghomebody.com to see creepy, cute stuff that I make, and join patreon.com/darlinghomebody. This current design is a mermaid cat, aka Permaid.
Ooh, so cute, so handsome. Hey guys, only thing I'm plugging today is patreon.com/MLM pod, where for $5 a month you get exclusive podcasts such as This Existed with Lil Corey and I. We this week are doing The Complete Al. It's a mockumentary that Weird Al made in the early 80s. It's fun. Or wait, it's not. I forgot. The episode of the show is very fun, but the movie, here are opinions on it.
Woof.
It's generally very good stuff that I'm showing Lil Corey, but this one was a stinker. Very upset. We should have watched UHF instead. UHF, it's Weird Al's good movie.
Okay.
Like it's an actual movie where this was just a long form music video. But you also get engaged with Nicolas Cage. Joe was on that.
Yeah.
Talking about Beyblade, all 31 episodes of that. Joe was on one of those.
We don't really talk about the episode.
Like most of this stuff. And we also have the Toku Reading Corner with Nicole reading tokusatsu fan fiction that I set to lo-fi renditions of theme music from whatever franchise she's discussing. And the new podcast, Death from Above, a Sam and Max podcast, where I'm bringing my friends through the Sam and Max franchise. That's very fun. Check it out. $5 a month. Please try it out. 1 month. Listen to some stuff. If you like it, keep going. If you don't, just, hey, $5, that's all you were spending in that little ass. But if you really want to support us, $10 a month, you get exclusive streams, watch-alongs. I did a Yogi Bear one that was a ticking time bomb because I took edibles beforehand. Ooh. And guess what? It explodes. Same with our Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain one. Both Nicole and I had a ticking time bomb, and it gets nuts in the end.
Yeah.
It's very fun. You also get shout-outs on every single free feed podcast, so let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, a.k.a. Two Grapes, Jordan B., the Chaos Witch, and finally, Steve Barnes, intro void, who I co-host a Wheel of Time podcast called Sweet Child of Time. Check that out. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Joe.
And we've been
Mostly Speaking Sentai.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.
I have a couple questions.
About what?
I have two. Are you allergic to bees?
No.
Okay, and have you been stung in the eye before swim class?
Yeah, that absolutely happened.
Just had
It
to...
sucked because it was my sister's fault. That's one thing that made it even suck more.
She seduced the bee into doing her bidding.
She was like going around like aggravating the hive, and then it swarmed up, and then one just went right on my cheek, right here, exactly where goggles would go, like suction cup down. It was the swim practice I already hated. It was just nonstop suck, but that was a particularly bad one, especially because we could have been at home. It was during the summer, could have been watching Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy on Cartoon Network.
I feel that.
2 thumbs down to my sister. Good thing this is bloopers, so it's not up front. She'd have to sit through an entire episode to be like, oh, I am a 2 thumbs down lady. I say, also 2 middle fingers. You have to double middle. If you have a mean sister, you gotta double middle finger her.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
One of my sisters was real mean and behind her back all the time, just both.
Yeah.
Vigorously,
double middle finger
just like,
her.
Arr.
I do that to customers.
Damn. You're hardcore. All right. Oh, yeah. Just like me. Just like me, because I'm made of seawater. Not fresh, though. Just like me. Just like me, because I'm made of seawater, but not just like me, because I'm made of seawater, but not fresh. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm trying to respect the process over here.